What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae, the first back again for another video. You already know we do it on My Hero Academia every Friday morning from where I'm at. But wherever you guys are in the world, whether you're in the afternoon, evening, night, or if you're already in Saturday, man, just have a good day. Or I hope you had a good day already. But yeah, man, last chapter, Aoyama is revealed as a traitor, which most people and their mama would have known that maybe either him, Hagakure, Principal Nezu, the people that we've been sussing since the beginning of the goddamn series. But yeah, man, one thing I want to note too, like a lot of people aren't satisfied with certain things that Horikoshi does when it comes to like reveals and plot twists and stuff like that. I'm starting to notice though with Horikoshi, especially ever since the whole Dabi is Toya reveal, like we all knew that one, like for sure. For the most part, most people did. But like, I'm starting to notice that I feel like Horikoshi doesn't really care much if fans already like have an understanding or theorizing something. I think he appreciates it and he actually doesn't mind people theorizing shit, and he's not going to switch it and change it up just because fans started to, react a certain way to it or been theorizing for years, Most like mangaka and authors, they try to like dodge it and try to change it up a little bit, but I don't think he ever changes up what he has planned from the get-go. And I like that he stays true to himself rather than trying to fix things for the audience so that they don't because that'll be a cheap way to kind of cheat out your audience that's reading your story and actually appreciating everything in your story, because theorizing and predicting is literally appreciating the story that they're reading, to even have the time to do that is, what I'm saying? So, as fans, but so I like that he's doing it so that the characters within the series are learning new things and revelations, and they're getting shocked versus us getting shocked. Because I mean, he's staying true to like the series that he's writing, so that the character, like most authors, they want the audience and the characters in the series to both, receive these kind of plot twists and shocks and all this shit, right? But he prioritizes the people within the series, the characters within the series versus the audience as well. And I like that because most authors want to make it so it's a big surprise for everybody, both in and outside of the series. So I appreciate Horikoshi for appreciating us and us theorizing stuff, because he's not going to change shit just because we figure out certain things. So I like that a lot. And even when we do figure out things, we don't know the full context. He does it in ways where, just like the All For One and Shigaraki thing. Everybody, for the most part, was thinking like, oh, maybe All For One's gonna try to take over Shigaraki's body, but no, it's actually different. They kind of fuse together, the mind transfer type thing. So it's like he always changes things a little bit, whether or not it was before or after people started to catch on. But it doesn't really matter as much in terms of that, because the end goal is always the same for Horikoshi. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't care about people figuring out certain things. He's just going to reveal things when he feels like it's the best opportunity to do so, which Aoyama right now, and just like with Dabi at the end of the war arc. But nonetheless, I'm just going to get into this next chapter because I've been talking too long for this. You already know, man, Aoyama, traitor. I think that they're going to try to interrogate him probably to get some answers from him. And we'll see what happens between him and his parents and Deku and Hagakure and the rest of the school and all that shit. But please like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you fuck with me, because please do it, because a lot of people, about 75 to 80% of the people that watch my channel on a regular basis, they haven't subscribed yet. So please subscribe to your boy if you want to see all the videos and just get notified for all the shit that I drop. You feel me? But nonetheless, let's get into this next chapter, chapter 337. Friends, huh? The traitor has been revealed. Meanwhile, the symbol of fear is, but if they're exposed, won't it become a problem for us? Not at all. What do you do with a cheap lighter that stops working? If he's successful, it's a plus for us. If he fails, I might be a little disappointed. In that case, we'll just cast him aside and go about the next possible route we can take. Wow. He refers to his plans as lighters. Because, people go through lighters like quick, you know what I'm saying? Or not quick, but people go through lighters so much that like they can have like a whole fucking collection of lighters that they use, within like, I don't know how, I don't smoke or nothing like that, so I wouldn't know how often, but I do see people, I live with people or have friends that like have hella lighters and shit like that. So it's like batteries damn near, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Or actually even more than batteries, because batteries can last longer than that, I feel like. I don't know, like I said, I don't fucking know, but that's just my assumption. Anyway, that's crazy that he refers to his plans like that. Like he could just have more, just new plans and all these contingency plans all the way to his end goal. That's crazy. He's a mastermind, a true mastermind. We know that though. He isn't anything more than a disposable tool, but it's even better if he can entertain us for a while. And the title is called A Disposable Life. I hope he doesn't like die, like get blown up like how Lady Nagant got blown up, like with the landmine. I hope that's not the case. Yuga, run, wait. Both Maman and Papan were extremely concerned for me because I was quirkless. Both of them were supposedly from wealthy families. They raised me in luxury without any inconvenience in sight, and that's why I'm sure that they were more hurt by it than I ever was. The fact that I was different, that's why even while trying their best to make things work, they wish for nothing but my happiness. I've seen it. They can give away quirks freely. So they was talking about All For One. That's when they came across a rumor. Although the quirk I received was not compatible with my body at all, Maman and Papan, with all my hardships in mind, still raised me lovingly. Okay, because being different is scary, and thus my dream to become a hero that shows sympathy and compassion began. One day, just as we were getting comfortable in our lives once again, there's a rumor floating around that All Might is going to become a teacher. Make sure you get into UA, and this is All For One telling Aoyama to do all this shit, you know, because that was part of the bargain, essentially. That was a part of the deal. You know, give you the quirk, you can be a hero and do whatever you want, but at the same time, you know, in like expense for that, you have to tell me all this shit about UA and give me all these clues and, you know, tell me where they at a certain time. That's crazy. For the people, tell me when the class will be isolated in order to make them happy. Tell me where the training camp will be taking place. For everyone's sake, I will, now that Midoriya has returned to UA, lure him out and isolate him. That letter you left us, when I found out that you were quirkless just like me, I fell into the deepest pits of despair. Stop, Aoyama-kun. Naval, one for all. Oh my god, no, don't fight here. Wow, they actually are fighting. Oh wait, I think I see hands and feet. Hagakure, she reflected that. My body has the ability to warp light, yet all of us could have died. All of Japan has been thrown into chaos. Wow, and you now that's a surprise for us. Now you see what I'm talking about with Horikoshi? Sometimes there's certain things that's going to be obvious maybe to some readers that, you know, are really into the series, but then there's still stuff that we get gifted for. I didn't expect us to see Hagakure's face. That's crazy. I love that. Wow. And I like how he did it too. It's like she still is like invisible, but we can still see her face. Wow, that's cool. And you still had the nerve to sit in the same classroom as us. Wow, you lived in the same dorms as us, didn't you, Aoyama-kun? I like, that's actually a little special moment, like, just for him to actually see, like, I don't know if he can actually see her face or not, I'm assuming most likely, but the fact that he could, like, see her face, or maybe, I mean, I know it's for the audience, for us, it's just see her crying and see her emotions, but it'll be cool if he actually can see her face right here. I don't know how far he is from her and all that, but if he can actually see her face, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know, it just makes it even more, you know, because this is somebody that you never got to see before, but she was always in the class. I don't know, something about that I think is cool for Aoyama to see, you know, because he's already like in despair and stuff, and this is like kind of like a, I don't know, like a special moment, kind of. I don't think he's thinking that into it, but just me me reading it, you know, I think it just works narratively. I just like the aesthetic of it. Her actually seeing the silhouette of her face, seeing her emotions, and seeing him looking and crying as well. I don't know, I think it just makes it, I don't know, I just feel like him, like if that was me, well, I can't think of the whole situation though, because I mean, I'm not Aoyama, I didn't receive a quirk and I had to do shit for All For One. But, you know, if I was ever in some kind of turmoil or some kind of despair where I was like, you know, I got to get away from you guys, I can't, you know what I'm saying, I'm a villain or whatever the case may be, and I see like Hagakure's face for the first time, I feel like that's kind of a special, very, you know, touching moment, I feel, just to see her crying, because we don't ever get to see her, so that just like adds on to the whole situation itself, because it's something new, you know what I'm saying? You guys get what I'm trying to say, right? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know, that's the best way I can explain it in terms of this. I couldn't really give an analogy, I couldn't think of it. Anyway, you're wrong, Yuga is, oh my god. Oh, okay, Deku used Black Whoop, got all of them down. Aoyama-kun, Hagakure-san, she did this for you so that you wouldn't have to hurt anyone else. Let's stop this already. Let's put an end to all of this now. And you see Deku crying too, man. Of course, people are like, oh, baby, cry, baby, Deku's crying. Come on, man. This is a huge moment to see a classmate that you've been knowing for a whole year, that you literally lived with for a year, like in this kind of despair because he's somebody that ended up getting not blackmailed, but like he had to go into this deal, you know, for him to be a hero and have a quirk with All For One, and you know, to to pretty much rat out all your classmates and the UA as a whole and telling them where they're at in certain places and shit. Like, you know, this is a big moment, you know. And I feel like it's perfect for what's going on right now. It really is, because we're close. We're in the final act right now, so it's like, just to see this at like near the climax of the story, it's like, wow, this is, you know. I see. So he was given a quirk. Okay, so they did get him. He was given a quirk and ended up being controlled. It was apprehended. It was appended to him around 10 years ago, huh? If he's safe even now, then it doesn't seem like there are any mechanisms for him to blow up. Like, okay, like Nagant when she turned it on off. Okay, good. Damn, 10 years ago. That is crazy. It's been a long time. Wow. If all of you could please just step away for some time. There's no way. There's no way. Bro, Principal Nezu, bro. I don't know. You probably gonna be whispering to Aoyama like, hey, what did All For One say? Did he say something about something? You know what I'm saying? There's no way in hell. You know what? Now that I think about it too, Nezu probably is the traitor still. The only reason why I'm thinking about that is because just think about Aoyama, for example, right? He got the quirk, like All For One's been lingering around him for what they say like 10 years. He gave him the quirk when he was young, and then he grew up and he was telling him all the shit that he needs to do. For him to get into UA, I mean, Nezu is the principal, so it's like, what if, you know what I'm saying? Because like, how could they have done that so well? You know, did he just really do so hard, like try so hard, like on the exams and all the other shit, or was he like kind of helped to getting in there? Because that would be kind of crazy too, and that would probably make even more sense why he's like very upset, because it's like, damn, I couldn't even really truthfully get into the school like that. Kind of like on some gentle criminal type of shit, you know. There's no way in hell we were staying away from this. If Hagakure-san didn't expose you, what exactly were you planning to do? Y'all tell me that this is all a lie. A quirkless child given a quirk sounds like someone else we know. Unfortunately, we still have to follow proper protocol here. Tell me everything you know about All For One. I know nothing. We were simply asked to carry out orders from him. If we failed, we would be killed. If we lied, we would be killed. How do you know that? He showed us examples. People who, wow, defied him were disposed of like garbage. Damn, look at that. If you ran to tell the police, you would be killed the moment you stepped out of their building. There's no escaping him. No matter where you went, he would know, and death would follow. Wow. If we were just following orders, Yuga had no idea. All he knew was not to let anyone find out. We were the ones at fault here. And you still had the nerve to sit in the same classroom as us, in front of all the people that could have died because of me. I had the nerve to hang out with you guys and laugh as if I was one of you. To see you a former quirkless person like me, knowing that you were struggling with the burden of fighting All For One, I despaired at my own misery. When I put my own despair before your heavy burden, wow, riding to the core, I realized I was riding to the core. The Aoyama Yuga you know is a filthy villain through and through. Then why did you help Tokoyami-kun and Kachan at the training camp? Was the cheese from that night signifying that you were doing as All For One ordered? No, right? I didn't realize it then. It was an SOS, wasn't it? Why are you crying right now? It's not because you couldn't do as All For One wished, right? I know a certain hero, even though All For One controlled her mind, she would never ever give up. Only her mind was crushed, but never her spirit. Young Midoriya. If I knew earlier, things could have been different by now. No one should be named a villain for the rest of their lives just because they committed a crime. Gentle criminal. Gentle criminal is similar. Take my hand, Aoyama-kun. We can choose how to enter this fight. And Bakugo's, looking at him. Is that your play, Deku? You can still become a hero. Wow. Well, Deku's words reached him. Wow, man. It's like he used All Might's shit that he told him to tell him that. You know what I'm saying? Man, my hero does a great job at it's a different take on heroism, especially in the East. I'm assuming that it's just a little different. I mean, if Horikoshi, obviously, he loves Marvel, DC, he loves Western, American comics and shit like that. But I like his take on heroism. We don't really often get too many hero stories where it's like where there's a bunch of kids in the school learning. I mean, obviously, X-Men has, similarities between that with mutants and stuff, but we really get these young individuals are getting inspired by people like All Might and all these other people, and it's very realistic. Like, if we live in a world where quirks was a thing and we had a number one hero in America or some shit like that, like Star and Stripes, hella people will look up to her and a whole bunch of other heroes as well, and then they'll be inspired by them. And then there might even be some times where maybe that hero might end up, you know, meeting somebody like how Deku was. You never know, you know. I just feel like I love the take of heroism in this world, and I like that the students, they learn everything about heroism. It's not just about the fighting and shit and learning how to control your quirk. That's not what this series is all about. We know that. We've known that for a long time. The series is about learning how to, you know, diffuse situations, whether it's with a villain, you know, some other normal criminal, or even for somebody that wants to be a hero or just a normal civilian and all that. They learn how to, like, you know, take accountability or have responsibility over a lot of situations to help people, crowd control, saving people, escapes, you know, all this stuff. It's like, you know, the paperwork, all this stuff, you know, the media, they learn everything. It's not just about the fighting and shit. And that's what I really like about My Hero. And I think Horikoshi does a really great job with that. So seeing Deku say this, something that his favorite hero, All Might, said to him, and saying this to his own classmate who thought that he was a villain just because, you know, in the expense of giving him a quirk, because he was quirkless as well, which he could relate to Deku, he had to do all this shit for All For One. So I like that Deku sees himself through Aoyama. It's just that he's not somebody that went to that kind of despair. You know, same thing like I said with Gentle Criminal. It's like he's using the Gentle Criminal situation and the situation of him being quirkless and you know, and All Might giving him One For All. He's using both of those incidents or both of those moments to pretty much do what he's doing right now, and I like that a lot. It just goes to show how good Deku is as a character, and just showing how much he has learned as a hero. And like I said, it does not have to do just with fighting. It's so much to it, inspiring people, all this kind of stuff. So shout out to Horikoshi for this, and I really like this chapter. I'm gonna give this one like a 8.5 out of 10. I really like this chapter a lot. I really did. Especially like the second half of it, I really did, like with all this shit. But yeah, man, let me know down below what you guys thought about this chapter, my reaction and all that. And yeah, man, just I can't wait to see the next chapter. I don't know if we're gonna be on break or something for like 2 weeks or not. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys all in the next video. And peace.